Place à la première interview.
So the first interview of the 69th Cannes Film Festival. And what an interview with Mr. Woody Allen. Hello, Woody. Welcome. Welcome to Cannes once again. You're wonderfully accompanied here. Kristen, hello. Hello, Blake Lively. Thank you very much for coming along. Jesse Eisenberg, hi. And Corey Stoll as well. Thank you all five for coming along. Woody Allen, it's a great pleasure to welcome you once again to Cannes. So once again, to open the film, to open the festival, it's a record, I think, 3 opening films. I mean, do you always have the same effect? What effect does the festival have on you?
It's just nice to be here. It's nice to spend a few days in the south of France, and there's a very enthusiastic audiences, and I get to see some people in the movie business that I don't generally see, and so it's fun for a few days, and it's relaxing because we're not in any competition or anything, so it's pleasant.
Oui, j'imagine la détente en compétition.
Yeah, I can imagine it's relaxing. So that's why you refuse as well. I mean, you've got a big love story with Cannes, but the taboo on the competition, so that you can be more relaxed in Cannes, that you refuse to be in competition?
No, I'm just not a I don't believe in competition. Right. I feel the judging of films is very subjective, and what the jury may think is the best film, I may think is the most boring film, and so since I don't believe in competition, I don't want to participate in it. So, but I'm happy to show the film here because the audiences are so demonstrative and appreciative.
Oui, c'est vrai.
Yes, it's true. It's true that it's always a pleasure to discover your films, discover your very elegant directing, the lighting and the camera work of Vittorio Storaro. And of course, we always learn about life, about love with you. I mean, where do your dialogues come from? Do you make them up? Do you write them down? I know you take a lot of notes, but are there things that you hear around you? I mean, where do the dialogues come from?
I make it all up.
Vous inventez tout?
Yeah.
It's everything.
Yeah.
So the actual writing process, they're dialogues which you maybe written down a few years ago that you're going to bring back for a new film, or do they come once you've got the idea for the film?
No, I make it up in my bedroom and give it to the actors, and they can change it and do whatever they want with it, or use it, not use it, make their own dialogue up. You know, it's very loose and very easy.
C'est vrai, ça?
That's true, Kristen. You can change his dialogues, you can change his lines?
Shockingly, yeah.
Oui.
I mean, there is that really immediately recognizable rhythm and tone and vocabulary that is like, that you identify as him. And so when we first started, we were like, there's just no way we're ever going to improv. Or, I never learned my lines. And in this case, I was like, I knew every word just like so acutely, and then I realized that like what he really likes is for it to live and breathe, and somehow he still instills that tone, but you actually are a part of it, which is really cool, because I didn't expect that.
J'imagine
Jesse, you're a writer as well. I mean, you write stage plays, you write novels. I mean, you're a bit sort of Woody Allen's alter ego in this film. I mean, how do you get your mouth around these words, if you like? Because, I mean, they're great to listen to.
Oh, I've used most of the words in other contexts before, so it wasn't that difficult. It's just his order is different than mine, and better. But yeah, no, I mean, I grew up watching him, and I love him, and he's also directing the movie, so I think there's this probably very powerful, albeit unconscious, osmosis that occurs, that you end up kind of, I guess taking on some of the, mannerisms or cadence, which is not unenjoyable anyway.
Vous n'avez pas trop de frustration de ne pas jouer dans un film?
You're not too frustrated in not giving you're not sort of frustrated by not acting in the film and giving your role to Jesse?
Well, if I was Jesse's age, I would probably have played this role, but I could not have played it as interestingly as he played it. I would have played it as a comedian, and it would have been very one-dimensional and funny, I think, but not as complex and not as interesting as Jesse, because Jesse's an actor and a very strong actor. So I'm lucky that I'm too old to play it, and I got him to do it.
Merci, Woody.
Well, thank you, Woody. Blake Lively,
Intégrer comme ça
you know, getting into Woody Allen's world like this for the role, which I think is a very gentle, you bring a certain humanity to the film. You've got a beautiful role here. How do you, I mean, what's it like for you? What did Woody Allen say before the shoot? Did he give you some indications on how to play the role or anything like that?
No, there's not a lot of indication heading in, but everybody's incredibly generous, and you know, when you step onto a Woody Allen film, he really creates that environment for you. If there's a band playing in the movie, there's actually a band there playing, so he really creates a mood and an environment, and it was also helpful working alongside some actors who had worked with him before, and you know, he sort of lets you do your thing, but then also comes in and shapes it and shows you how much better it could be. But yeah, you know, I think the main thing is just creating that magical environment for everyone.
Kristen
Stewart, I was wondering, this role of the girl that lives in the cinema, very involved in the cinema world, but has a step back as well. I mean, you know, got a distance with this world. It's very much like you, in fact. Do you agree with this? And is that, do you think, why Woody gave her the role? Because the character is a bit like you and a bit like your positioning in terms of the world of cinema.
Yeah, Vonnie in the beginning of the story is, I think, not wanting to acknowledge the fact that she's entirely enchanted by it all, because there is a really obvious superficiality that's just not, just doesn't coincide with who she is. She's a pretty pure, like, impulsive, spontaneous light, and there's something really honest about her, which is why some of, you know, the more unconventional decisions that she makes are fully accepted and, like, understood by, or at least myself, and I feel like the audience will too. But like, as the movie goes on, she fully lends herself to that. She just absolutely falls into being a little fake because it's fun and it's who she is. It's not fake necessarily. It's you know, it's just that different people bring out different sides of you. She's a different person with Bobby than she is with Phil. And Phil, you know, is like, there's some, he's not a farce, but there's just something that's a little bit put on, and she loves that act. She loves playing with him. She loves acting with him. But I don't know, like, in terms of how I relate to, like, public Hollywood, I'm not even, I have no idea how to make that correlation.
Corey, final question. You're from New York, like Jesse, like Woody. The two actresses are Californian. The world, you know, the difference between Hollywood and New York, Woody Allen's New York, is that the New York that you know? Because it's a New York that makes me dream, you know. You know, me as a little French guy, you know, I dream about this. Does it correspond to your New York?
Well, I think Woody Allen has helped define what New York is for several generations of people. You know, that opening of Manhattan, that incredibly romantic black and white with Gershwin under it. I think when you have the most sort of romantic idea of what New York is, that's sort of the iconic image.
It's true. It's the man who makes us dream of New York, makes us dream of cinema. Thank you very much for coming to Cannes. Woody Allen, thank you very much. I hope you have a great festival. Make the most of it. Thank you very much.
Nice to see you. Merci beaucoup, Blake.
Thank you, Blake. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Corey. Have a great festival, all five of you, and we'll be seeing you soon, Kristen. Okay, thanks a lot. So we're going to be back in a few moments now for the press conference, the first press conference with the people from Café Society. See you in a minute.